Considered one of the greatest archaeological finds in modern history, the Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered between 1946 and 1956 by Bedouins and archaeologists at the site known as Wadi Qumran in the West Bank of Israel. Qumran is a series of 11 caves about a mile inland from the northwestern shore of the Dead Sea, the lowest elevation on planet Earth. The arid environment helped preserve these priceless scrolls. The Dead Sea Scrolls included writings and fragments of older scrolls and texts dating back to 250 BCE. A total of 972 manuscripts were found adjacent to Khirbet Qumran. Khirbet is Arabic for ruin on a hill. This site has been known to European explorers since the 19th century. This ancient settlement dates back to the 8th century BCE. It is believed the Essenes, a sect of Second Temple Judaism, much smaller than the Pharisees and Sadducees, the other two major sects at the time, wrote the Dead Sea Scrolls and inhabited the site of Qumran for 2 centuries, from the end of the Hasmonean period through the Great Revolt of the Jews against Rome. At Qumran we find remnants of mikvahs or ritual baths, which were common around the land of Israel and the precursor to New Testament baptism. Found in this settlement were assembly halls, a central dining room, kitchen, laundry room, watchtower, stable, and a pottery workshop. The Essenes had a scriptorium, or writing room, with desks and inkstands. This is where quite possibly they wrote most of the scrolls found at Qumran. The Essenes lived in huts and tents around the settlement. During the reign of Herod, there was a serious earthquake in the area, and the Essenes abandoned the site, but later returned during the rule of Archelaus, Herod's son, between 4 BCE to 6 CE, and rebuilt the site during the Great Jewish Revolt. The last known inhabitants of Qumran were members of a Roman garrison stationed during the Bar Kokhba revolt in 132 to 135 CE. When the garrison was relocated, the site became lost in time. The Dead Sea Scrolls are written in ancient Hebrew, Aramaic, Greek, and Nabatean, mostly on parchment but with some on papyrus and bronze. They include the earliest known surviving manuscripts of the Hebrew Bible canon, as well as apocryphal works, prayers, legal texts, and sectarian documents. Every book of the Hebrew Bible except Esther was found in the scrolls. There are 225 biblical texts included in the Dead Sea Scroll documents, which makes up 22% of the total discovery. The Dead Sea Scrolls provide a window into Jewish life during the Second Temple period and connects the present day to biblical antiquity in the land of Israel. Some of the scrolls are on display at the Shrine of the Book in the Israel Museum in Jerusalem.
Quem é igual a ti, ó Senhor, dentre os deuses? Elim.